Hey, Dan here, and really excited to be answering a question today from Rebecca about ENFP and INTJ partnerships, whether that be in the bedroom or in the boardroom. Now, if you're new to the channel, my name is Dan, this is Dreams Around the World, and my mission here is to help you become the best version of yourself, all while creating the most awesome life possible for you and those you love. Now, I was excited to answer this question because it's something I thought of a lot. Actually, full confession, for years I had this limiting belief that I needed an INTJ partner. What was interesting to me about Rebecca's question is her wording made me think that she thought it was maybe an unlikely pairing. And actually, in many circles, INTJs and ENFPs are considered a really, really good partnership. And that was my belief for the longest time, that an INTJ partner would be the perfect person for me to grow a business with because of some of our complementary skills. So why is this? Why are INTJs and ENFPs considered so good together? Well, I won't get into all the jargon of how our functions work and can work together, but essentially as ENFPs, we're very spontaneous. We love coming up with new ideas, new concepts, and INTJs tend to be really good at taking something we're doing and creating more of a system around it. One of my good entrepreneur friends who is an INTJ is all about the systems. How can he build his back-end system and set everything up? And that works really well to complement us ENFPs. Now, INTJs are not taskmasters. They're not someone I would consider necessarily a great virtual assistant or someone to help us ENFPs stay organized and get everything done. They're someone who will complement us well in more of a partnership setting and help take what we're thinking of, take a new concept, and together we can execute it a lot better and create more of a system to get it done perhaps more efficiently and more effectively over the long run. Now, generally, if an ENFP and INTJ meet at the bar, let's say, there's not going to be sparks at first. It's not going to be one of those relationships where you meet and you're just having witty banter back and forth and you're just, oh my God, we're best friends forever right off the bat. What I've found with INTJs I've met is it tends to be a bit more of a slow burn. It tends to be a gradual relationship where you really grow and appreciate each other, at least from the ENFP perspective. Where meeting an INTJ, I don't initially have a great spark, but over time I really learn to appreciate them and find that it can be quite a deep relationship. I've also found, at least for myself, there's usually been a fairly strong alignment in terms of values and what's important to us, and that generally we're driven by similar things and not driven by some of the things that can tend to drive a lot of other types, which might be more around status or prestige, around significance, things like this. That may be more just me and the INTJs I've met. I'm not going to make a blanket statement there, but that's been my own personal experience. Another positive outcome I found with INTJ and ENFP relationships is more brainstorming and coming up with new ideas. Whenever I've spent a lot of time with an INTJ who's had similar interests as me and we've got talking about business, it tends to lead to some really positive brainstorming. There's a bit of a dynamic where, of course, as ENFPs, we talk a little bit more. The INTJs might be better at organizing those thoughts and coming back with their own idea and complementing things. But in general, that's really been my experience, is together an INTJ and ENFP might be 2, 3, 4 times as creative than, say, 2 ENFPs or 2 INTJs might be together. On that note, if you are an INTJ watching this, do feel free to contact me through my website or the comments below about possible partnerships or ways we could work together. Who would I be to make this video about the great synergy and not throw that out there? Now, on the romantic side, I can't really speak to that too much, one way or the other. I think in general, it is a compatible match, INTJs and ENFPs. But when it comes to romance, it really depends more of what you're looking for in a partner and a relationship. I think a lot of the compatibility talk with personality type is about really a long-term functioning partnership, which may even resemble more of a business partnership than necessarily where you're going to have the most sparks or the best romance or the best sex for that matter. So that's really going to depend on what you're looking for. But I would say overall, an INTJ and an ENFP should have no problem having a good romantic relationship, assuming everything else is aligned as well. Now, what I don't want you to do is to make the mistake that I made early on, is get this limiting belief that a certain personality type is what you need. And that can be bad in many ways. You could meet someone who's amazing for you, and they're not the personality type you think you need, and so maybe you shy away and don't give that person a chance. On the other side, you might meet someone who's not really compatible with you and not really the type of person you should be with, but you're an ENFP and they're an INTJ and you're like, but Dan said in that video. All right, let's look over all their faults. Yeah, they had Nazi propaganda flags in their bedroom, but like they said they got that from their uncle. That's not a big deal, right? Oh, I'm gonna get flagged on YouTube for this. Oh well, let's stick it out. So in conclusion, I think INTJs and ENFPs can be really compatible and work really well together, especially in more of a productive business capacity. I don't think you should ever limit yourself to one or two types and just assume that anyone who isn't that type isn't going to be a great fit with you, and people who are that type will automatically be a great fit for you, because that's not necessarily true. Now, I'm going to do a video soon on the types of people that are really aligned with ENFPs when it comes to building a business team. So if you are an ENFP entrepreneur and you're thinking, who are the 2, 3, 4 people I should hire to build a team, definitely subscribe to the channel. And if you're not yet subscribed anyhow, you should subscribe. I publish new videos every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday at 6 a.m. Eastern Time. So hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, and I will catch you in the next video soon. Ciao.